By the time you're seeing this, obviously, I'm a little bit late on the news, but the Clippers just sold the farm. They traded a boatload of picks, and once again, James Harden is on the move. But this time it's to form an over 32-year-old super team in Los Angeles. This could be an interesting scenario, especially given the fact that, like I said, they're all above, or they're on the wrong side of 30. We're going to talk about that. The Sixers get Robert Covington, Nick Batum, Marcus Morris, and KJ Martin in return for Harden, as well as a couple pick swaps and a couple of picks, and of course the Thunder snuck in there and grabbed a pick swap. So we're going to be talking all about this trade, all about the new fits for everybody. So make sure to hit the like button, leave me a comment down below, hit the subscribe button, and stick around for the full video. As you can see here, majority of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed, so make sure you are not one of those people. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, the Clippers are all in, and I'm not exactly saying I support this decision. Russell at 35 years old, James Harden sitting there at 34 years old, Kawhi, the spring chicken of them all, at 32, and then PG is 33, and you already had two injury-prone aging superstars, so why not add a third, right? Going all in are the Clippers, and can they cash in on a championship? Now, you look at this lineup, in theory, if Westbrook buys in and plays, 100% defender, facilitator, doesn't even look to score, then this lineup could work. But there's only one basketball to go around for Harden, PG, and Kawhi. And we've seen that you try to buy a super team in the modern NBA, it's kind of rare at this point that it works. We saw the Brooklyn Nets failure. We've seen a lot of super teams, and honestly a lot of teams involving James Harden blow up in the face of whoever tries to go out and build that big three instead of drafting it, developing it and all that. But here's where the Clippers could be different. They have an elite bench led by Bones Highland, who will now be coming off the bench, led by Norman Powell, PJ Tucker. Mason Plumlee is an excellent backup center. You might think I'm crazy with that statement, but trust me, he is. And then it's just when he tries to start for your Charlotte Hornets and ends up getting abused every night, then, he's not a great starting center. But off the bench, he's fantastic. And then you also got Terrence Mann, really the only young star left on this team other than Bones Highland. And he's not even a star. He averages like 9 a game. The other young talent, you got Kobe Brown, you got Jordan Miller, and you got B.J. Boston. So let's get into this here. Reunited in the backcourt is Russell Westbrook and James Harden. Now this year, Russ, ever since going to the Clippers, Tyronn Lue had a pretty good strategy with how to get the best out of Russ. 11.3 points, 7.3 assists, and 6.7 rebounds for Westbrook. Really good numbers, honestly, for Westbrook, especially when you look at his efficiency. 60% from the field, 50% from three, and he's only taking 8 shots a game. He's not trying to stuff the points column on the stat sheet. He's just trying to get assists, rebound, and play defense. Harden in Philadelphia last year was second fiddle to, of course, Joel Embiid, but 21 points a game, almost 11 assists, and almost 7 rebounds. Really solid season, especially when you take into account the efficiency, 44% from the field, 39% from three. Overall, really good season for Harden last year. Now, like I said, the bench depth for this Clippers team is elite. Their backup guards are pretty good, and Bones has been starting for the majority of this year. Now, of course, with the addition of Harden, he will not be, but 16, 2-2, not doing much other than scoring, but hey, he is a scorer. He can fill it up. That's what he does. 52% from the field, 43% from three in 22 minutes a game. Very nice start to the season for Bones. Very efficient. That's what you love to see. Terrence Mann has been out with an ankle injury to begin the year, but he should be back relatively soon. I don't think it's anything too major. Last year, like I said, he was one of the younger bright spots on this team. 9 points, 3.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists. But it was kind of because of a lack of young bright spots. They didn't really have anybody that was too youthful last season. The other guys here, the veterans on the bench, Norman Powell averaging 14, 3, and 1 here on this young season. We've seen him average 15 or 16 off the bench, so expect that to continue. Really efficient scorer. I mean, he's shooting at 52% from the field and 43% from 3, and again, 22 minutes per game. So get him, get Bones some more minutes. They are not playing enough right now. But I'm assuming their minutes will go up once the annual Kawhi or Paul George injury comes up. Mason Plumlee averaging about 4.5 points, about 6 rebounds, 63% shooting from the field, 16 minutes per game. Overall, really nice year from Mason. And then PJ Tucker coming over from Philadelphia. He'll be a good addition. Another veteran on this team. Two points per game, not great, but 5 rebounds, a block, and a steal. The man knows his role, and he plays it excellently. 22 minutes a game, 40% from the field, 40% from 3. I think he is only taking corner threes this year. Now, from the 76ers point of view, Tyrese Maxey is the guy. Now, with Harden gone, it's the Tyrese Maxey show. And so far this year, he has proved that. Only behind Embiid in scoring, averaging 30.3 points per game, 6.7 rebounds, and 6.3 assists per game. Bro is on a tear to start the season. And, excitement for Sixers fans saying, hey, you know what, Harden? We don't need you. 50% from the field, 56% from 3 for Maxey. And he's proven he is one of the brightest young stars in the NBA right now, taking the job and excelling in it. Now, taking a look at the lineups for the Sixers, this is what it will look like in my opinion. You could throw in a number of different guys at power forward there, but you've got Tyrese Maxey at the point, obviously. You've got D'Anthony Melton at the 2. And then you got Tobias at the 3. Like I said, it could mix and match depending on the game, who you got at the 4. And then you got the NBA MVP at the 5. Solid lineup still for Philadelphia. I like their bench as well with Pat Bev. Kelly Oubre is averaging 20 a game. Furkan Korkmaz can really shoot the ball off the bench. Love him. You love Paul Reed there. Paul Reed's one of my guys. One of the guys that I really like. If you stick around this channel for a while, we talk about Paul Reed. I think that was a steal of a contract extension that he signed this summer. And then you also got KJ Martin down there. Again, it could vary depending on where they put these guys they bring in from the Clippers. But as well as besides KJ Martin, besides Marcus Morris, you also bring in Robert Covington. You also bring in Nick Batum. So some very good pieces brought in. I mean, they're all kind of old except for KJ Martin, but Philadelphia could use some veterans. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I think I don't like this trade for the Clippers. I mean, it's kind of minor, it feels like. It feels like it's not even that big of a deal. It's the 18th time that Harden's got traded in the last 5 years. So we'll see. I think the Clippers will benefit because the Sixers will benefit because they were able to stack up on some more draft picks. The Clippers losing all those draft picks and selling their future again for a 30-plus-year-old kind of injury-prone guy. I don't think it's going to work out. Let me know your thoughts, though, down in the comments below. Obviously, I'm wrong a pretty fair amount of the time, so make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy at any point. And with all that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.